Hello, hello friends, it's Meg and hi. It's been a minute, more than a minute. It's been like 3 months since I last posted, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been super patient with me, waiting for my videos, continuing to comment, continuing to watch my videos. I just want to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you because, you know, I've been going through a little bit of a difficult time with my personal life, and just seeing the comments still coming in and seeing, you know, how you guys interact with my videos and stuff has really given me a beacon of hope, a beacon of light in these hard times. And so I just want to say thank you so much. And I also want to thank you for being really patient with me and just allowing me to take this time off and take the space that I need in order to figure out my life and everything that's going on. And I'll get into the details of what's been going on in a minute, but I just wanted to put this at the forefront, this great sense of gratitude that I have for each and every one of you for sticking through it with me. Thank you so much. As you can see, a lot of things have changed. I now have a nose piercing, chopped off my hair again, and I am back in Japan. So before I get into where I am, what I'm doing right now, I do want to talk a little bit about what happened and what caused me to be absent from YouTube for so long. So it was a combination of a lot of different things that caused my hiatus to be as long as it has been. And the first thing that happened was finals burnout. For those of you who don't know, I was a university student in Israel studying computer science and entrepreneurship, and final season has always been super hectic. It's just, you know, 24/7 studying, sleep, eat, repeat. And so it's just a really stressful time. It was just a lot for me to have to handle doing finals and creating YouTube videos and trying to socialize and, you know, keep up with everything. And so YouTube ended up taking the fall in terms of, you know, the things that I was able to prioritize. And so I kind of dropped the ball there, and it happens almost every final season where I kind of like miss a few weeks of uploads while I'm in final season, and then I come back after that. And so, you know, I wasn't too concerned about it. It was kind of to be expected, and I was like, okay, like I don't really have the mental bandwidth right now to be creating videos, but I'll be back very soon. And so I wasn't too worried about it. But I had a very unexpected summer break after finals, which led me to not be able to create videos for longer than just my final season. And that was that I went to visit my best friend in France, which was a blast. I did take some footage, so I'm hoping that I can create a little bit of a vlog for you guys to see what I've been up to during my summer break. I'll put a picture of us right here. The dog is super cute, and obviously being able to spend time with my best friend was great. But because I was in an unfamiliar environment, it was harder for me to set up like a regular schedule where I could be posting, creating content more regularly. I had to try to figure out how to set up my camera there, where the best lighting was, all of these things. And so it ended up not really happening. And I was trying to focus, you know, on the moment and like spending more time with my best friend and her dog and her friends over there. So it turned out to create a longer break than I intended, but I think it was a much needed break for me. And then, as many of you know from the news, war started in Israel and I was unable to go back. So initially my plan had been that I would, you know, take final season and summer break kind of off, start maybe creating towards the end of summer break, and then restart my normal posting schedule once school started again. But because of the war, classes weren't able to start. I wasn't able to go back to Israel, and I was kind of stuck in France. From there, I have been really trying to just deal with the situation, not being able to go back to Israel to study and not being able to stay in France for too long because of visa situations, and, you know, just kind of playing it by ear and figuring out what I was gonna do with myself until things calmed down. Which brings me to now, where I am now back in Japan and I am currently just existing. For lack of a better word. And I don't really want to get into the politics of everything that's happening in Israel right now, and, you know, like how I feel about it and everything, because it's just such a heavy topic, and I know that I cannot do justice to everything that's happening and cover all the bases when it comes to this situation. But I do want to say that I have decided to not go back to Israel for my studies. I decided that I will withdraw from my studies in Israel and try to find work instead. So that's kind of where I'm at, but that was a very difficult decision for me for, you know, a multitude of reasons, and I won't get into too much detail about that. But as an important update for my upcoming videos, I just want to mention that I am not going to be creating as much student content anymore, just because I'm not going to be a student any longer. But before this video gets too down in the dumps, kind of sad and depressing, I do want to mention some positive things that did happen during this hiatus, just to share some good news with you guys as well. First of all, the fact that I was able to spend so much time with my best friend in France was a really big deal for me. We're like long distance best friends, so, you know, being able to spend like physical face-to-face time with her is always such a pleasure. And, you know, I was able to spend like almost 2 months, I think, with her. So that was really awesome, just being able to, you know, hang out with her, do everyday stuff with her. And yeah, like that whole experience, obviously being in France was super fun, but also the fact that I was able to just spend quality time with her was such a good thing for me. And another thing that's a little bit more relevant to this YouTube channel is that while I was in France, we hit 1,000 subscribers. I was going to create a separate video talking about hitting 1,000 subscribers, how I feel about it, how I got here, and all of that. But again, because of everything that was happening in the world, in my life, could not make it, but just wanted to pop in to say thank you. Yeah, I really wouldn't be here without you guys. So thank you so much for making this happen. 1,000 subscribers is a really big milestone in any YouTuber's career, because it's when you are first able to monetize your channel, and so you can start to make money, which means that, you know, you can invest in equipment, you can invest in different things, making higher quality videos, and really make this whole process sustainable. And so it's a really big deal that we hit 1,000 subscribers, and so thank you so much. So I touched on it a little bit in the update section about where I'm headed with this channel, but I do want to talk a little bit more about that in this last section. I am thinking at this point in time to really hone in onto the productivity content that I've been creating, whether that be about productivity apps, productivity systems, and really putting an emphasis on sustainable productivity, not just like productivity that maximizes your output, but productivity that's sustainable and really healthy, in the sense of like you are not productive at the expense of your mental health, which is something that I struggled with for a while. And so that's something I really am personally passionate about, is creating systems that are sustainable and maintainable. So that's kind of the direction I'm headed with this channel. I am planning to be back on a regular posting schedule every single week, and so stay tuned for next week's video. And if you have any suggestions on what kind of videos you want to see from me, whether it be productivity related or otherwise, please let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say in this video. Again, thank you so much for your patience, your support in these trying times, and yeah, I'm just excited to be creating again, because this is such an important part of, you know, staying balanced in my life, and this creative outlet and the community that I have with you guys is very important to me. So thank you so much, and stay tuned for next week's video. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!